Hello, my dear Muslim friend.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Okay.
My name is Arul. What's your name?
Arul, you say?
My name is Arul. A-R-U-L. Arul.
Arul.
What's your name?
Abdullah.
Abdullah, lovely to see you.
How are you doing?
Yeah, by God's grace, I'm okay. Abdullah, you are a Muslim, I understand.
Correct.
Yeah, and were you a convert? When did you become a Muslim?
When I was 17.
When
so
you were
you're a Christian, you say?
I am a Christian, that's right.
From which country?
I am originally from India, but this is
Okay.
my home. UK is my home right now.
Okay.
So, but you became a Muslim when you were 17, and roughly how old you are? How long ago was that?
Oh, it's a few years now.
A few years.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe a couple of decades, a decade, or what?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. So you know Islam thoroughly. So help us understand what is the solution for jihad, and by jihad I'm referring to terror attacks. Yeah. You know the classical
That's completely different from.
Sure. You can respond. You can clarify in your response. But you know, as a
more fitting example of terror would be the IRA, for instance, with the attacks that they've performed throughout this last century. You know, you can give so many examples of the Christians throughout the Lord's Resistance Army in Uganda, for instance. You can give so many examples of the arson attacks on the abortion clinics in America.
But Abdullah, just to make sure, I wanted to have a conversation about jihad, and so I want to.
About the jihad of the Christians, then.
Sure, you can.
According to the studies,
you can.
And the peer-reviewed journals.
Sure.
Have killed 124
but let's make sure.
million innocent civilians.
But let's make sure both of us are sticking to the substance of what.
That's the topic.
Please listen. Hear me out and then respond.
You have to let him speak as well, yeah?
No. I need.
I want to hear your response.
You need.
I want to hear your response from a Christian side.
Are you his?
No, but
Please
you cut
listen.
him off.
But please listen.
But
please listen, and then respond, because I wanted to engage in a conversation.
I have been doing.
Yeah. No, you haven't been. You didn't even hear my point completely so far.
No, your point.
You did not.
Your point is only
You did not. You did not
from the
let
Islamic
me.
side and not from a Christian side.
I started.
As if Christians
I
have never
started.
done.
I only began setting the stage. I'd like to have a sensible conversation, Abdullah,
I know,
with you right now. And so let's make
heard
sure.
your point.
No, I haven't finished my point. You can't hear a point which I haven't finished.
So
please.
Are you going to respond to my point about?
I will let you speak. By all means, I always listen.
Crusades,
I always would
Spanish
listen. But I want us to start where I started. I'm starting in a particular place. I want to go to the text. To the text
itself.
itself.
The text, not about.
To the text.
I thought you wanted
there
to
could
talk
be bad
about,
apples all over the place.
I thought you wanted to talk. Okay.
Even now you have interjected. Please help me out. Please hear me out.
I listened for about 15-20 seconds.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
And you wanted to move away from politics.
For some reason,
talk about Christian scripture.
For some reason, you are not hearing me out. For some reason,
no, I'm beating you in the
you're not.
argument,
No, you're not beating me anything.
So
you're beating me in listening. I am listening.
Tell me about the IRA.
Okay, I'd like.
Tell me about the
Let's
Crusades.
get back to the Bible. Let's get back to the Quran. The point that I'm going to make right now. But let's get back to the Bible and the Quran. So let's talk about the 1st century for Christian history and the 7th century for Islam. And let me ask you,
15 seconds.
Why did Muhammad start a jihad? Why did Muhammad start a jihad? Who assaulted him? Who was physically violent towards him that he had to start a jihad? Why did Muhammad have to do that in the 7th century?
Well, I've given you 30 seconds, and you started off the conversation saying you wanted to talk about terror. Terror started in
jihad.
No. You said
jihad in the 7th century.
You equivocated the two by starting your conversation. So if you want to talk,
in the 7th century, why did Muhammad start jihad?
The colonial attacks of the Christians throughout all of Africa, throughout African countries,
we can talk
about Asian countries. Why don't we talk about the abortion clinics that have been bombed and arson attacked? Why don't we talk about the Spanish Inquisition? Why don't we talk about all of these European attacks? I don't think you have an answer to that as a Christian.
What about the Magianites?
But in terms of Muhammad, in the 7th century, who attacked him?
Pogroms.
Are you confused, Abdullah? I am speaking about the 7th century.
Do you know about the anti-Semitic attacks of the pogroms? That's the Christians.
Abdullah, I was hoping that I could have a meaningful.
I was hoping you'd be able to have an answer.
I was hoping that you would understand what are comparable details. The first century
I think you're out of
of
your depth, my friend. I
the
think you.
first-
No, I don't think you were expecting.
I'm not out
any,
of depth. What
no,
I'm
I
saying
don't think
is
you were expecting
Muhammad
any
started
sort
a
of,
jihad.
flashback, yeah.
Did Jesus start a jihad?
Yes, through the Medinites and the Amalekites. Yes, it's a genocide.
Did Jesus
Yes.
start a jihad?
Jesus, according to you, revealed the Old Testament, isn't it?
Sure.
Thank you, right. So-
choose any one
so-
example,
so-
but stay focused. Instead of talking about IRA and instead of being
You
distracted,
just said that he
stay
revealed-
focused.
Revealed, you can't hear my question if you're talking for it. If he revealed Samuel 1, then he is telling you about Amalek.
Sure. So can we
Jesus
compare?
himself, who you believe is the Father, who you believe is the Holy
So
Spirit.
can we compare-
Jesus, who you say is peaceful.
Can we compare?
Tell me why he revealed that. Kill the men, the women,
At
the
the
children,
least,
the infants, the suckling
After
infants.
5 minutes of rambling, we at least have two comparable
no.
cases
I sat back and-
we can examine.
Can you reply to this
If you
question?
stay quiet, sir. I'm
No,
speaking
no.
to him, sir.
Answer the question.
But don't, your hand is too close to me.
answer
If
the
you please,
question.
You haven't responded
So
to
you
any of my
both of
questions.
us have struck
Answer
a
the
treasure
question
right
about the
now,
Amalekites.
a gold mine. If you don't come too close to me, shout into me here. I'm speaking to him. Completely agreed. We have two comparable cases. Marvelous. We have hit jackpot. So you help me understand if the attack of Amalekites was jihadist, and while I deal with Muhammad engaging in jihad.
It was genocide, correct?
Let us
It
try
is genocide, yes.
Which
of
one?
Of men, women. I've just defined it for you. I've read the verse.
Amalekite.
Yes.
Have you read biblical history?
Yes. Men, women.
What was the first engagement between Amalekites and the nation of Israel?
Men, women, suckling infants, children, suckling infants. Why? I mean, what has the suckling infant done that you could not absolve them?
Sure. Could I answer now? The first engagement between the Amalekites and the nation of Israel was after the nation of Israel left Egypt. The Amalekites was the first nation which was audacious and had a genocidal intent.
Grown-ups were audacious.
Are you interjecting me right now?
Yes, I am.
You asked me a
Grown-ups
question.
were audacious. The
You
children,
asked me a question.
The children were not audacious.
You asked me a question. Now, if you want an answer...
No, you were avoiding the question.
No, I didn't. You are interjecting.
Yes, I am
And I
interjecting.
thought Abdullah
I am
might be a
interjecting.
respectable person who can engage in
very
a
funny,
sensible
correct.
conversation. But
Carry on.
Abdullah is struggling to engage. And if this is the case, when I'm dealing with the Bible,
do you not find
how
any-
much would he struggle
do
when
you
I deal with the
do you
Quran?
find
Can you
any-
imagine?
do you find any-
So between the
do you find any
Amalekites...
excuse to kill suckling infants?
But if you let me finish, you will find out.
Irrespective of what their parents have done.
If you listen, you might understand.
I'm waiting so long for an answer. I'm
You
waiting
did not
so
wait.
long. I'm waiting so
You know,
long.
it's all on
well,
camera.
The listener can choose.
It's all on
the
camera.
listener can choose, my
this
friend.
is why, because people like you always lie. We always get this on camera. Everyone will know
Ad
how
hominem
for so long you
lies.
waited. For how long you waited before you interjected. Everyone will get to know. I can even show that
the
on
chicken,
display.
The chicken, the donkey.
For
Can you
display
explain
for
what
you.
the chicken, the donkey?
I
is?
will explain if you stop interjecting. So between the Amalekites and Israel, there was an attempted genocide. I completely agree. And the attempted genocide was, unlike what the Muslims gaslightingly go around and claim today, was not by the nation of Israel, but was by the Amalekites. When Israel was merrily on their way, minding their own business, charting their course from Egypt to Canaan, these Amalekites, audacious, wanted to wipe out
all of
the
them
Jews.
Children, of course,
Yeah.
children and
Now-
suckling infants.
Sure. Now,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you,
they were very
if
guilty,
you,
right?
if you, what is your solution for the suckling infants?
You should kill them, right?
I'm asking
Kill
you
them
a
all.
question right now.
Yeah, my solution
What
is not
is your
my solution is
solution
not
for the
to kill
suckling
them.
infants?
My solution is not to kill them,
And
not
to
kill
leave
the,
them where?
And not to kill the not
And
to
to
kill
leave
the
them
women.
where?
Oh, that is a terrible thing to say.
Excuse me, leave them where?
So you must kill them instead.
Okay, listen to me carefully. I am asking you a question. If you can't provide a meaningful answer, at least agree you haven't got a clue. You haven't got a clue. Because I now need to deal with Muhammad. So I have responded to your claim about Amalek.
No, you haven't.
I now want to
You've
deal with
completely not
Muhammad.
responded. No,
Why
no, no,
did
no, you're not
Muhammad
gonna swerve away from it.
engage
No, you're not
in
gonna- No,
jihad?
you're not going to swerve away from this issue.
Why did
Tell me
Muhammad
from-
engage
tell me
in
from
jihad?
Samuel 1, 3:15.
Why
tell
did
me.
Muhammad engage in jihad?
Tell me from that verse why.
Who came to Muhammad to wipe him out? Who?
Tell the Quraysh, obviously.
The Quraysh, obviously. Where from do you get this idea?
No, you failed.
The Quraysh,
obviously.
obviously.
Deal with Amalek.
Excuse me.
No, I'm going to
Stay
drag back to
focused.
the
You
more
started.
more consistent.
You began making.
Attacks
There was
on
a slight
contemporary
ray of
level,
hope.
On the contemporary
There was
level.
a slight
Stop
ray
playing
of
the
hope.
victim. It's completely tedious.
There was a slight ray of hope.
No, stop playing the victim.
When you said
I'll give you a long
Quraysh.
time to speak.
So I completely understand. Now you might be tempted to engage.
Now, can you deal
Muhammad
with
declared
colonial
a
attacks on the
jihad
Christians?
against the Jews and the Christians. Why?
And the Christians today are attacking all the people in
In the
in
7th
Gaza.
century, why did
Yes.
Muhammad declare a
Zionist-
jihad
What about the Zionist
against the
Christians
Jews
today
and the Christians?
who
Why?
are attacking the people of Gaza?
Say again.
What about the Zionist Christians today
Are you
who are
having-
lacking?
Did
who
you
are-
hear
who
my
are- who are-
question
who are
properly?
who are allowing
In
a
the
genocide
7th
happening?
century, why did Muhammad start a jihad against the Jews and the Christians? Simple.
Do you know what Jesus says where in the Bible when he
Do you know what it means to
when he
respond
comes
to a
back?
question?
Bring back my
I've
people.
asked a question.
Bring my
If you
pe-
can't
the
answer,
people
please, sir.
that-
I'm
bring
Abdullah,
the
please.
people-
To you, sir.
The guy is blind. Have some respect.
I have plenty
Bring
of
the-
respect
bring
for
the-
him.
bring
Don't
those-
excuse
bring
me,
those
sir.
who disbelieve
Let him-
before me
I have
and
let you
slay.
speak.
Are you listening?
let him
And
speak.
slay
Let him
them
speak.
before me.
I
That's
have-
what the Christians
Why
are
did
saying.
Muhammad start a jihad in the 7th century against the Jews and the Christians? Why did he do
Are you
that?
able to engage with a question?
Please speak to him. The microphone.
Hey, don't push
tapping
me.
out?
Have some
Are you tapping
respect. Have some respect. Don't push me.
No, I didn't push you.
Oh, you push me. It's on camera. So now stay focused. Why did Muhammad start a jihad in the 7th century against the Jews and the Christians? Why? Because that's still happening even today.
It's not happening today.
Oh, really? Jews have been killed just a couple of
Where?
weeks ago in Golders Green. Jews have been killed all over the place,
What does
even
that
in the
have to
UK.
do? It was by a white man. Why does that have to do with Muslims?
Right. Okay.
I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. What does
you.
that have to do with Muslims?
Excuse me. Listen
The Jews
carefully.
being killed in Golders Green has nothing to do with Muslims.
Yeah. Can I? So let me read.
Let the man speak.
Let me read. Let
the
me
man
read.
speak.
Are you not going to even
So
face
the
me whilst I give you
Golders
the
Green
questions?
terror
Let's
attack
talk about-
had
let's talk about
nothing
Golders Green.
to
Let's
do
talk about the
with the
Crusaders.
Muslims. Let me try and see if this is the
Let's
case.
talk about the Spanish Inquisition instead.
Is this
do
the
that?
case?
Let's talk about the pilgrims.
My dear friend, please. Surah 59. Surah Al-Hashr.
Are you giving up on this discussion now?
I've given up on you particularly, and I'm moving on because I tried hard.
Okay,
Maybe
that's
I'll
fine.
come to you again.
Okay, that's fine.
So maybe you can include.
That's
Maybe you can be
extremely
included.
disrespectful.
Please.
Okay, no problem.
Why did
gave up.
Muhammad
You gave up. It's on
start
camera. Thank you.
a jihad against the Jews and the Christians?